happy with who you are. Look, if you're miserable about going to your work, if it's a task and a chore to go to work, you need to rethink things. It's not meant to be that way. It's not meant to be that way. You have to enjoy your life. You owe it to yourself to enjoy life. Don't be miserable. Take action. But I don't know what to do. I don't know how to do it. Well, let me tell you, a fairy godmother doesn't exist. Oh, I'm sorry to break your hearts. Fairy godmother does not exist. She's not going to come down with a wand and tell you that, everything's great. Life is tough. Life is hard. It's up to you to make it better. Everything is up to you. Everything is up to you. Sometimes in life, you will have mentors that help you. God bless. That's because they've been through it and they're willing to give back. Once you understand things, once you strive to be the teacher instead of the student, you will be able to give back. If you don't give back, you're missing the whole point of it all. But action is what creates who you are. It develops your character. I'm not sure if this is an appropriate quote for this speech, but Abraham Lincoln stated that if he had 5 hours to chop down a tree, he would spend the first 4 sharpening his axe. I hope you understand what Abraham Lincoln understood. Preparation. Whatever the task is at hand is preparation. At some point you have to act. Preparation and then action. Permanent potential. Don't let your brain scare you into no action. Your brain's there to protect you, right? Don't put your hand on the stove. It's too hot. The risk factors that we all see in everyday lives. Wear your seatbelt. Wear a helmet. Don't let your brain do the thinking for you. Okay? And that's funny because, people do. They put themselves on autopilot. They put themselves on an autopilot that just, hey, I'm cruising along and, I know what I know and this is what I know and I hear you, but you have to train your brain, okay? Train the brain for success. Make sure your brain understands that there are certain things that you're going to be doing that is action-oriented for success. You get up in the morning and you're lethargic. Think about even calling into work because, man, just not feeling it today. You go anyway because you're dedicated. You're just not feeling it today. Look, who are you kidding? You're not kidding anybody. Either you're with it or you're not. Either you're motivated or you're not. Motivation is a fallacy. What? Motivation is a fallacy. You can go hear somebody talk and get pumped up and go, yeah, it's great, man, I love it. Next morning, it sounded good, yeah, but it's not for me. Motivation is from within. And I don't even want to call it motivation. I'm calling it a desire. You have to have a desire to win. It has to consume you. If your desire doesn't consume you, you're half-ass. You kind of want it, but you're maybe not willing to put in for it. Does that sting a little bit? Well, maybe you should. Desire, not motivation. Motivation is fleeting. It's one of those things that you watch a video, or you pop up CD in, and it all sounds great. Sounds great. I love it. Great. I'm not denigrating all of it. I'm not poo-pooing everything here. There's a lot of great speakers and that gives you a lot of great ideas. Don't stop listening to these inspirational artists. Don't. Wherever your inspiration comes from, don't stop. But I'm just saying, you have to be engaged. It has to be you. Your want from the pit of your soul, your stomach. You got to know what you want. That's the first thing. If you don't know what you want, you're not going to get there. If it's a vague, fleeting idea of what you want, it's a vague, fleeting idea of what you get. Be specific. What do you want? Blueprint your life. Yes, you can make changes as you go along, but have a blueprint. Have a desire. Incorporate those around you to share that desire. Share their desire. Whatever it is, it's monumental. Okay, I've gone and done my little preaching bit again, and I don't mean to. It's meant to be, an educational aspect of, why and how you should do things, understand things. It's the Fast Lane. It's a podcast for success. iTunes, Spreaker, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, SoundCloud, Spotify. They're all out there. Pick me up. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. I'm going to conclude this podcast with saying, take action. Okay? Take action. Thank you so much for listening to the Fast Lane podcast with your host, Derek Lane, 480 Studios and Stone Ridge Productions. Once again, thank you so much. Fast Lane podcast.